All right, we're on day 2. It's the morning, actually. Now, usually, if my plants were going to melt, I would see it by the morning. But they're doing great. Their leaves look really nice. This is nice for imports that got delayed, etc. Usually, you'll see a little bit of damage in the morning. I mean, there's yellowing, of course, but those are what you saw in the video. They're already yellowing. This cabinet as well. Babe, can you turn on the light underneath this white pot for me? Thank you. This is not an import, but you can see that they're doing okay, nice and dark. You can't see the color of this, but it is like, you can kind of see here, nice and dark. Love it. Same with this, beautiful. They're doing okay in here, especially in that moss, especially my new baby. I don't like all this cosmetic weird damage. It definitely looks like it must have been pests. But look at this new leaf here. It's so pretty. So they're definitely doing okay, in my opinion. So we'll see how they are at the end of the day. But so far, no melting. So far, no melting. So I'm happy with that. I'll take that. Day 2, success. All right, guys, we're on day 3. Today, I'm going to show you that it's drying up a little bit. So this is good. It's drinking water. As you can see, it's pretty dry. The roots are pretty happy. So we haven't got any sadness because it's drier. As you can see, this one's a little more moist, but some of these are pretty dry. This one's pretty dry. You can see here it's pretty dry. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to give it a little bit of water. Not a lot. We don't need to give it a lot. So we're just going to give it a smidgy and then go from there. Now, I had this last time. I'm going to throw it out. I don't ever use stuff again, and I will fill it with clean water, but I'm going to go wash that first. All right. I am here. Please excuse my attire. I have been painting, and I'm just kind of not ready to go change. So don't mind my pizza baby that I have going on here. That's okay. That's okay. We all overeat, right? Anyways, so this is a 250 milliliter container. I know I told you that I'm going to make a image for you guys with all the measurements. So what it is, though, is it's this one, and then I have a small watering can. I'll take a picture and show you. It's a 1500 milliliter can, and then I have a bigger spray bottle, which is no, actually that's the 1500. The other one's 1000. So I'll show you, and then I'll do it right here real quick. Beep 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 boop boop boop. Anyways, and then a gallon. So you have a gallon, which you're not going to use this for a gallon. You're going to just go get the bottle because it's going to be a really large sum, right? So first of all, for my Anthurium today, after the import, we're going to put it in this because they only need a little bit at first. Only need a little bit. So we might have to do 2 of these. We don't know. But we're going to just go with humic acid, which is for a 250 milliliter, it's 0.3. So 0.1 is just like 1 drop. So we're going to just do 1, 2, 3. And this stains. So make sure you wash these bottles afterwards. I like mine, so I'm sad that I left it in there for a night. This one is CalMag. For 250 milliliters, you want to put 0.3 as well. So about 3 drips. 1, 2, 3. Probably more than that, but we're just gonna we're not gonna overdo it because they are, it's day 3. So then we have Foliage Focus, which I live by, and for 250 milliliter, it is 1.3. So that's quite a lot. Quite a lot. We're gonna do quite a bit of food because it is an Anthurium. Usually I just do a little bit, but we're going to do quite a bit more. And then silica for the stem health, the leaf pressure health, so that, pests can't really bite into the plant. It also keeps the health up of color, if you will, because it just keeps the leaf harder, if you will, like stronger, which I think is very valuable. And that was for 250 is 0.7. So let's do about 2. I know you do way more than that, but I just don't want to do it with my Anthurium. I'll just do 4. And then we have Super Thrive. You can't really go wrong with Super Thrive. It's a really good collection of vitamins. Oh, fudge cakes. I just threw that. And it does say 0.1. I put 2 drops because, it's Super Thrive, whatever. But just put 1 if you can. And then let me just wipe this up. All right. So now we have my little nutrient water solution, and I've been doing this for, I want to say 2 months now, not a ton of time. And the only ones that are new that I haven't used for a long time is the humic acid, which is Humax. So the others I have been using quite consistently for like at least 4 or 5 months. The last new one was CalMag, which everyone already knows about. For the most part, it's just going around as a really good supplement to add to your nutrient solution. So I have been doing that as well, especially after watching NCX or NXC plants. NXC, I think. He has such beautiful Anthurium that I was like, you know what? I can tell his Anthurium are beautiful, so I'm going to listen to him. Because Anthurium for me, as much as I keep mine very happy, I still like to learn as much as I can about it. It's not like ALOCASIA where my mom is kind of helping me and I kind of know a lot more about, or philodendron. Anthurium are kind of newer. Not new, but like the supplementing and the scientific part of Anthurium is new to me. So let's go do that. Okay. Oh, I did forget to update you guys on the Anthurium cuttings that we put in the water. You can see this one's doing great. I don't like the fuzz on it, so I will wash those off because that's not really a good thing to have on them. But you can see they're not rotting at the cut zone, the cut point. And they're looking okay. They're looking okay. So hopefully it stays that way. We'll see. We'll keep watching. We'll keep watching and see in here. So we did go to the first cabinet. Let's look at the second cabinet while we're here. So you can see we have a little baby back there. We have this baby up here, which we had these leaves were already melting when he came. He is a little bit moist. His roots, this one was kind of struggling when he got here. See how it's white? I don't like that, but we're going to give him some water. He is a little wobbly. Actually, he's not. I lied. He's just, it's just because of the moss. But I'm just going to, like this. And that'll slowly soak through. So let's pull this guy out though. Spin him around. You spin my head. Now here, see, look. I told you this leaf wasn't probably going to make it, and you can see here. Unfortunately, that's kind of what happens. It's very sad, I know, but just expect it. Don't get upset about it. They will make new. I've had a couple actually keep the leaves in the past, but for the most part, they kick them. They kick them right away. So you can see he's still very healthy, very bouncy. He's not drooping. He's hard. So the plant itself is healthy. It's just they put so much energy to kind of recovering that they kick that new stuff. So it's kind of sad. And I will cut these dead leaves today as well, because they don't need to sit there and they're just taking up space. This guy as well, look, he's so nice and bouncy. He's doing really good. This is number 3. Let's spin him. Now he's a lot dry, so he's a lot thirstier. Or the fan just could be, air could be ricocheting off the glass and landing directly on him. And it could just be the top layer that's dry. Just don't assume it's super filthy dry, but give it a little bit. And I'll probably keep them in here for a little bit longer and then pop them up. Give them a little extra time too. I'm going to balance this back leaf. I do not like leaves touching substrates of other pots because substrates can be very moist on the top and you can lead to that leaf rotting. And it's just a waste of a leaf, you know? We have a freaking gnat in here. Get that out. All right, you can see he's pretty dry. I don't like their moss, but they seem happy in it, so I'm not going to fuss too much. But this will give them a little bit of nutrients, and we'll see. I'll resume recording tomorrow so you can see if we had any adverse reactions to watering it like this. So you can see if the nutrient solution kills it or doesn't like it, you know, etc. Now, we do have our first potted up baby. Oh, my cat would be going potty right now, wouldn't he? But his leaves are very pretty. They're doing good. They haven't yellowed. I say that now, but they haven't yellowed. Now, I'm not going to fill this basin because you can see he still has some water in here, and I'm assuming his rock is still going to be pretty wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally, you can hear the sizzle. I'm just going to do that. just to make sure, but at the same time, not to overdo it, okay? Alrighty, that one's done. And then we can move to the next one. I am getting gnats, so I have this out. I do have this out for gnat control. Look at my Goldie, guys. Look at this new leaf. Ugh. All right. Now we have the next one. Here's our other one that we potted up right away. You can see everything is healthy here. His points are healthy. The leaves are healthy and buoyant, bouncy. So I'm going to do the same. I don't want to fill that yet. It's still a bit early, but I'm going to make sure. We did give it a lot of water, so I'm going to give it a little bit. Alrighty. And now we have this guy with number 1. And we're going to just do like that. Let that sink through. I'm going to put him on the floor here for a second. I love this leaf, though. Look how long he is. Oof. And I did email my supplier and said how wonderful these looked. So I was very surprised that they were okay after their holdup. This one also has beautiful, his new leaf is coming up good or hasn't died. Sometimes you'll see that, I don't know, Anthurium, if you can call it a caticle, but pretty much, right? You know what I mean when I say that? My daughter's like, you can spray it that far? Sure can, girly. Oops. But yeah, let's give him a little bit like that. You can see I'm not flooding, but I am giving enough to sort of spread as much as possible. I love this leaf though. Look at these loops. I'm very curious to see if that, I hope that stays healthy because I do want to see that new leaf. Now I can see here, I don't like that moisture didn't really crawl down. Hang on, I'm taking a video, babe. It is Sunday here, so my daughter is learning to use rollerblades, which I want to get to go rollerblading with her too, so I'll probably be doing that. But my husband doesn't like it if one kid's playing outside and the other one's sitting inside on TV. So we make them both go play outside, which is probably healthier, honestly. This one's for sure my favorite, I think. Ugh. Now he is getting a little softer here, but this is very, the pressure of it's beautiful. So I think he's good. I think he's healthy. Again, same. This one's a little drier, so he must be thirstier. I'm just going to give him a good drink, good nutrient drink. And also it could be the way the fans are ricocheting off our glass here and displaying the air back towards the plant. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Alright. We're doing good. I see gnats. I see gnats. Alright. And put you back. Put you back. Oh, we did this the wrong way around. Which I think that would have been fine there. He's very light, so I wonder if I gave him enough water. Sorry if my camera's all over the place. Now these are, like I said, pretty far from the light. I'd say they're at like 2,000. I need to get a light measure or whatever it is, but I haven't. Excuse me, kids yelling. It is Sunday, like I said, so. Come on, just a little bit more. A bit. Okay, that should be enough anyways. But see, he's good. He's good as well. A lot softer leaf as far as like pressure. When I say pressure, like you see how this is very, it holds form very well, and then this one is more, can't really see it on the video, but it's there. You can see it's very, it's way more loose. This one has a little more pressure, like the queens do, you know? Look at that new leaf coming up, and that new leaf. Oh, you are gonna be so pretty. I can't wait. Look how much bigger. Anthurium really size up well. They really do. They are really helpful. They're really great for making you happy. Look at this. Ugh. All right. Well, they look good, so I'm happy. Everybody looks happy. I'm gonna leave them, and we'll see tomorrow what they're looking like. Okay. All right. Today we're gonna check on these. Is my light on? Yeah, it is. And we're gonna bring them all out because we're gonna take them out of moss. Now, this video is already getting long, so I'm debating whether I split it up or not. I'm not sure yet, okay? Also, again, I'm using my new camera, new setup, new everything. So if something is too loud, too bright, too this, too that, patience. I am learning, I promise, and hopefully soon it will all be perfect, right? Look at that. Just seeing what I can see in here as far as roots. They're still green, they still look good. This is a Pappy red vein. They're pretty. But yeah, so we're gonna bring them all out. I did edit my focusing issues, so we'll see if that makes a difference here. See if that helps. But yeah, we got all of our pots, they're all here. So we're gonna put all of these guys in self-watering planters. I'm just using mesh ones because, well, they were cheaper. And the, what's it called? The oxygen that reaches them when they're in these is phenomenal. So that's what we're gonna do. Oops, I'm like throwing it everywhere. Oop. So I have all my strings cut. I just have to cauterize them. And then we'll be ready to strip the moss on all of these bad boys. But we're first gonna bring them all out and just make sure they all look good. And go from there. There's so many. Like, it's gonna take forever. It is gonna take forever. Look how perky this guy is, though. He's doing good. He's doing good. He's so pretty. Look at the coloring. I'll also get my stand so I'm not so, like, all rumble packing you. I did give these guys a tiny bit of water yesterday, but you can see they're pretty dry. So I definitely need to get them in a good system where their moisture will be consistent. This is probably my favorite one. I had to turn the camera. Look how beautiful it is. And that is a black sweet crossed with a Fort Sherman. Pretty, huh? We have this guy hiding here. This is a subsignatum and a crystal dark. Crystallinum. Oh, that was a mouthful. This is the one I have the cuttings from. So I'll be able to list the cuttings at some point if people are interested. Now for this guy, he's already in pond, thankfully. So I just need to fill up his basin and he'll be good. Uh-oh, you're droopy. Do you need more? Did I not give you water? Oops. Let me give this guy water quick. All right, so I've almost killed this plant. So we'll see if this guy survives being droughted. Literally been dry for I don't know how long. My bad. I forgot to check on him when I did my usual water through check. He just was tucked in a weird spot and I just didn't even think about it. So that's my baddie. So I'll fill him. This guy is just one of my random ones that I have in here. It's a Black Widow. And then this is one other, which is a number 12. Oh, this is the no name. I hate that this is a no name. I don't like no names, you guys. They forgot. Very inconvenient for me. But yeah, so perfect. Also, look at that new leaf. Look at it. It didn't like being moved, so he's kind of yellowed on his top leaf a little bit, but he's still good. He's still happy. He's still happy. He just didn't like being moved all over the place, but yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's give this one a test. I'm trying to figure out like how to put my, this freaking knob is getting so stuck on my table. I'm gonna go insane. You can't see the knob I'm talking about, but trust me, it's annoying. Okay, anyways, Today we're going to look at those imports and we're going to repot them. Again, if sounds weird, if things aren't auto-focusing correctly, I'm still trying to learn how to use this camera properly. It is a learning curve, you know, compared to phone, so bear with me. But I really wanted to get this project going and done with, because I'm done with these imports. So I'm going to, I had a thing. I'm gonna get rid of this fluffy fluff. All right, so I'm gonna take the moss out into this bucket so that we can see the plant and just kind of de-strip it down. Okay, so sorry, my house is literally nuts, but we have this, which is a black sweet crossed with a Fort Sherman. I love this plant. It's so freaking cute. I love how long it is. Sorry if it's not focusing. I am trying, I swear. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? But I'm just going to demoss it. Just get it all cleaned up. Because that's nasty. And it should be pretty straightforward since it was kind of a it was just put in moss to travel. And already some of the roots are rotting off, which is kind of a nice thing to be able to do now versus later to get rid of those. So it's been, I think, a week now since these came. I'll have to double check for sure, but I'm almost positive it's been about a week here. I'll show you the root system once I get it tidy. I do have a thing of water behind me because I don't feel like going to my sink, but I might end up doing it anyways. There we go. Good Lord. I guess I can autofocus it on my phone too by clicking on it, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, so you can kind of see that there. Definitely not in the greatest shape, but whatever. You know, at least the plant's alive. Oops, just got water everywhere. And I'm just going to, sorry, my language. I like literally just poured water all over me. I'm not having a great day. Like at all. So I'll show you just with this one how to do it, so you know. It won't make you watch every single one. And then I'll just show you at the end what they all look like. Oops. Yeah, so I will just like gingerly clean it off. Make sure there's not a lot of moss left on here or soil, whatever they had their plants in Indonesia, and then just make sure it looks good. Cut off anything dead. Get it all pretty. Isn't it so pretty? But yeah, so we've got the water, we got it cleaned. I know I'm all over the place today, guys. I'm like having a day. I swear I'm having a day. But let me move this and I'll get water everywhere again. And move this. And then, so I'm doing mine in pon. Now I don't know if this is gonna fit in this, but we're going to make it work for right now because this plant needs to recover. So if it can go in a planter where it's gonna feel snuggled up and safe, that's probably what we want, right? So this is a good size, I think. I'm just gonna lay him down there. I didn't cauterize this. I guess I won't for this plant because I'm just gonna get this over with. I'm gonna put the thing through. I'm actually gonna run it up the side like this so that it gets more moisture up through the plant. And then let me do this so we don't get, I got paint all over it. I put my paint can on top of it. Not gonna lie. Oopsie. Alright, so I'm just holding that there like that. And then I will put the plant in. Cute little baby. Now, the planter that it's gonna go into, I did put water in. Because these babies are going into dry pond, I think it will be fine. They're gonna grow new roots because, to be honest, this isn't the healthiest root system or plant. So it's going to grow new roots. My hand's covering it, sorry. But I know the thing is kind of tall for you to really see, but I just don't want to get pollen all over my table here. But so the pond is dry. You can see here I've put, he's just kind of in here. He could be going deeper, but I don't want to shove him in there. And he's going to get repotted most likely. Once those roots grow real nice, I'm going to be putting him in my usual clear one, because this is one I'm keeping. So here you can see he's in here pretty snug. Let me turn down the, there, turn off for a second so you can see it darker. Yeah. And then, so he's got some water in here, I'd say about an inch, just under an inch maybe. And I'll put him in there, and then also don't forget to tag it. That would be annoying. And although I do have the video, so I guess I could look back. And I already know what this plant's name is, I guess. But we're just gonna put that in there. And then, like I said, because the pond is wet, I am going to give the plant a little bit of a top watering, just a little bit, to get this dry pond a little moist so that the plant isn't just sitting in dry pond while it waits to wick up all of the water in the basin here. So it's just kind of a nice way to give it a little extra so it's not just getting dried out, because we don't want our plant to completely dry out at all. So, but yeah, he is so pretty. And now my plants are going to be higher. I can't wait till I get my shelving in my cabinet so that I can actually layer them all nicely. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will post the video on that once that is completed. But yeah, I will intermittently maybe show you guys different plants in their little thing, and then at the very end show you how they're all doing. As you saw, I guess you didn't really know, but I didn't put, because we gave them such a good nutrient solution when they arrived, I'm not going to give them anything in this watering. So the first watering, after that initial watering, I'm just gonna let it sit in clean water. And then the following watering, I will get them on my microdosing system. So then they will just be microdosed every single watering. And they seem to like that. So hopefully these ones do as well. We'll see, we'll see. But if this is, oh, I will show you at the end. I already said that, but I was gonna do my ending. I don't really need to right now, do I? I will be back. Also, as always, I forgot to mention, I am using my pond combo. So it's lechuza mixed with basements pond. And I always tag them underneath. I do have a code for them to get some percentage off, so make sure you use that. I love using chunky pond when I work with Anthurium, and pretty much all my plants, to be honest. So if you like the look of this, go get a bag from Basements. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Just wanted to throw that in there quickly. I have my Pappy, what is it? Pappy Red Vein, I keep forgetting, but if it'll focus. He has, I turned my light off so it's a little darker, I'm sorry. But he has some really good secondary roots here coming off. Aerial roots, I shouldn't say secondary roots, sorry, that was the wrong term to use. But here, when you're trying to remove kind of weak, gross, rotted roots, I know I've kind of gone over this before, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but if you just gently tug and like pieces fall off, they're probably not great, because healthier roots are not just gonna like fall off, especially on Anthurium. You just kind of like run your fingers gently but firmly. And it's a learning, I guess it's kind of an intuitive way of doing it now. But see, like nothing else is coming off now. And it's just an easy way to kind of rip off yucky roots instead of having to go through and like cut everything. So I just wanted to give you that little nugget of advice. I wanted to share quickly the Pappy Blue Legend. I really like this plant. Hang on one second. Where's my set? Oh, there. I really, this is a plant that I personally want to see be successful. I really like the Anthurium Legends. I think they're very beautiful. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this particular one grows. So hopefully we'll have a nice update in a couple, I almost said a couple years. I mean, that too, I guess, but in a couple months here. But definitely a pretty leaf, dark, gorgeous. It does have some pest damage on it. I don't know if you can see in the camera. But that's okay, because future leaves will be beautiful. I know it. And this is a blue poppy with a legend. It's a little fuzzy, I know, but I'll show you guys later when I show everybody like them all potted up and done.
Why am I so red?
I don't know. Nikki, what are you doing? This is currently, I'm trying to plant these. I'm like looking at my phone, sorry. Missy, where are you? You're so far over. Where? All right, here I have a Pappy crossed with an RVDB, RVDP. It's a red vein dark phoenix, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I think that's what that is. I'm not familiar with all of the Anthurium names, of course. You know, that would take me probably years. There are so many crosses, but this one in particular is very pretty. I really like Pappy blends. If you haven't noticed, Pappy hybrids, I should say, not blends. The blend is not an Anthurium word. But yeah, so he's in this because, well, he was too big for the other one. So he's in this makeshift, random little creation of mine. If it will focus. God. But yeah, so. And it does say spiritus on the side. You are not a spiritus, my friend. You are not a spiritus. All right, moving on. I had my mic the wrong way, so I'm just gonna redo this part. Ooh, almost fell over. But we still have this guy back here, which is a red crystallinum hybrid. And then we have this guy, which is a no name. It's very annoying, but whatever. Nothing we can do about it. Hopefully I think he's a Pappy hybrid apparently, but we'll see. We'll see how he grows, see what he looks like. All right, and then we have another red crystal hybrid. And then back in the cupboard that I had filmed, but I had to change it because I had my mic the wrong way. Oops, I just hit my mic, my buddy. But here we have my Pappy, I think it's a Pappy red spider. Yeah, Pappy red spider. He's doing good. He's got a little yellowing here, but he will bounce back for sure. Hopefully. We'll see. All right, I wasn't gonna show you guys because I forgot, but this is the one that was like almost dead. You see he perked back up. I just severely underwatered, so you can see kind of the damage from that. They start throwing brown edging like this if you are underwatering. So you can see, and you saw he was drooped down so far, so. Definitely firm again. He's doing great. I just gave him a little bit more water. He was empty. He drank it all. And the substrate was somewhat dry as well. So he's definitely a thirstier plant, I would say, for sure. All right, moving to the Anthurium cupboard. Literally, just Anthurium. We have this guy. He's looking good in his new spot. That is our Portillier and Carla Blackie. And then we have this guy, which is the subsignatum with the crystallinum dark. Then we have the legend, and I think it's a red vein, no, Pappy legend. Blue Pappy crossed with a legend. We have a Hoffmanni. Hoffmannii? Hoffmanni? I don't know how to say it, but anyways. Then we have this guy, which is a Pappy red in Portillier. Sorry if nothing's focusing. I'm trying. Then, of course, my favorite, which is a black sweet Fort Sherman, which you've seen 100 times. I know. And then we have the Pappy red vein dark phoenix. I think that's what the R. I can never remember in the order, even though I know red vein RVDP. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, because that one's a new one for me, having in my collection. Then we have this guy here, which is another no name. Love that for me. Also, look at this pretty little black mama. I think it's a dark mama, not black mama. Dark mama. His new leaf coming up. I kind of put him through the ringer, my bad. That's okay, he's fine. But yeah, so those are all in here, living their best new planted, repotted lives. And then we go into my variegated ALOCASIA cupboard. And I had to put a couple in here. Actually, just one, maybe one. Yeah, one. My Pappy red vein. Look at him. I can't see if I'm on it or not. So pretty. We have this little Dressleri cross. 2 in here. The only 2 Anthurium allowed in here. But they're happy in here. Look at this new leaf. Oh, I love it. I love it. So yeah, I don't want to trip over my cat. But yeah, I will share this cupboard at some point, so I'm not going to show you too much. Keep it a little bit of a secret. But yeah, everything is looking good. What do you think, Duncan? What do you think? Whoa. You scared me, dude. Dunky, what do you think? Are we all done? Yeah?
Yeah.
You're annoying. This is a last update. I'm finally taking these guys all out of the cabinet, looking at them and giving them water. I think it's been about a week and a half since the last video I took of this. I'll have to double check and make sure by the time stamping it, but they're dry, and so I'm just filling them up with water like this. About like that much. And then I will put them in, because you can see they're very dry. Some weren't, some were more than others. And then I'm just taking my little squeeze bottle, and if I hear a sizzle, then I know it's dry, and I'll give it a little bit more. But if I don't hear any sizzle, then I don't give it very much. Sizzle means that the rocks are dry. So yeah, but they're all looking good, honestly. They're all looking good. No real bad. They're all firm. All pretty happy. Look at this new leaf on my, Dark Mama. I always forget. But
epic.
this guy perked up. Oh, he's gone. But yeah, they all seem happy. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the journey on how to acclimate your imports after arrival. The best technique, in my opinion, right now seems to be keeping it in moss for a little bit, then transferring it to pon. Pon seems to be the best substrate for mine. I literally have a perfect example for you. This was also an Indonesian import, and look at these roots. I'm probably gonna ruin these roots doing this with my camera, but let me see if I can do this without killing my poor baby. But look. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. Hang on. There we go. I don't want to break all his roots. I had to just like finesse him there. But look at those. He needs to be repot, obviously. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this gave you maybe a little confidence in going and getting your own imports, because in my opinion, it's very easy. It's very easy. You just follow a couple steps, a couple rules, and it can be done fairly quickly and without any damage to your plants. So just a little patience and everything will turn out, right? Kind of. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. My kid is dancing behind me like a goober, and I'm super distracted. But again, thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions. Ask me in the comments, and I will definitely answer anything I missed or go over anything that you need more information on. Just let me know.